Hey guys, my name is Matt. Hey guys.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin at Daily Grind Fantasy. I don't know why that's turning up. Wanted to go ahead and hurry up, drop a slip into the chat. Just went ahead and built this out while I was kind of waiting to go live as people were kind of coming in to the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. That way we can go ahead and get off a play because I don't want stuff bumping. We can go ahead and get it off. I had to build it out just a second early before I fully got live on here. That's fine. We could talk about why they're good plays. They're still up on the optimizer. And then from there, we'll start building out more slips. So there's a slip I just entered. It's going to be Jaylen Brown over 5.5 rebounds. Brandon Clark under 7.5 rebounds and assists. Anthony Davis, Denny Advia under 23 rebounds combo. Merrill Kelly under 5.5 strikeouts. And then tomorrow, first round of the PGA tournament, Ludwig Oberg under 69.5 strokes. I went ahead and put the link in the chat. Lots of value on the middling tool. Yeah, we're going to check out the middling tool. We're going to check out all of these DFS apps. build out value. I had to start it really quick. You guys seen the intro probably went a little bit long because I was making sure I was getting this in for you guys. I wouldn't overexpose yourself too much to any specific player prop or player specifically. Like sometimes there's certain scenarios where you can play a certain player in different stat types, right? Like I have Denny Advia under fantasy score, and then I now have Denny Advia in this combo square with under rebounds, right? Could he go over rebounds with Anthony Davis in this square, but still under fantasy score? Yes. Could he do both? Yes. Could he go under rebounds and over fantasy score? Yes. So like, it's possibilities. Obviously, we're rooting on the unders for him in general, but there are possibilities where something can happen and you could benefit off both of them. But yeah, I got these straight from the optimizer. I've mentioned earlier, I think I got Denny at maybe 37.5 fantasy score, now at 36.5. Played some of these other fantasy scores already. I went ahead and just came down here to Jaylen Brown as well. Under 5.5. He's average odds across the market, minus 142 to the under. And then we had some of these other just regular player props that I was just quickly getting in before the stream. That's right around this 54.3% fair odds percentage that we need in order to be profitable over the long term on PrizePicks. So went ahead and tossed these in as well. Brandon Clark under 7.5 rebounds plus assists. Average odds of minus 142. Oberg, we only have DraftKings to go off of, but minus 145 on DraftKings to the under of 69.5 strokes. We'll take it. Merrill Kelly, many different sportsbooks have this line posted anywhere from minus 128 to a bunch of them at minus 150, minus 145. So under on Merrill Kelly, 5.5 strikeouts. We get it at minus 119. Everything in this 5 flex slip that we see here is at minus 119 odds. So we're getting what the sportsbooks are giving a high chance to hit prop, right? At the best odds we can get it at in the market at minus 119 on PrizePicks, because they don't change your payout if you take over or under on any of these player props. They're not going to change your payout. It's still going to be a 10x or a 25x for 5 and 6 man flexes. So that's going to be the first slip. I did put it into the chat. Yeah, it's in the chat. Kittle in the Super Bowl is proof to never overexpose. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, hitting the like button. Jaylen Brown bumped up to 6 rebounds. Boom, some value right there. Hit the like button. There's 66 people in here, only 4 likes. Come on, yeah. What are we doing? All right, let's keep building. Let's keep building some plays. Can we look at Fliff? Yeah, we're gonna look at Fliff here in just a few moments. I want to go ahead and kind of focus on PrizePicks. See if we have some more value. Which, outside of these fantasy scores, which at the moment, like I said, I've played most of these, tweeted out some in general. How do we calculate fantasy scores here on PrizePicks, right? Or on these sports books, because they don't have fantasy score markets. We take into consideration the overs and the unders for the player props that make up player fantasy score here on PrizePicks, and then come up with a would-be projection for these fantasy scores. So currently these, based on what they have their player props set to, the overs and the unders for those player props, we are giving this a fantasy score of 34.2 for all 3 of these books. So off by more than 2 for Denny Advia. We're going to go down the line. Sleeper free square. Let's go. Let's get some underdog value. Only underdog value here is really 1-to-1 comparison with Hot Streak right now. We'll keep chucking along. Jason Tatum under 40.5 PRA, and Ayton So I like this, but I don't want to really play these long shot plays, to be honest with you. And, I mean, you could straight bet them at DraftKings for better money right now. Let's keep peeking through. DraftKings pick 6. Not as crazy as yesterday. We've seen some insane plays. We're going to hit the middling tool in a second, right after Fliff. Can't forget Sleeper either. Drew Holiday plus 105 over 4.5. Market's kind of everywhere. FanDuel's minus 134 to the over 4.5 rebounds. Musgrove's at 4.5 hits on Fliff. 5.5 across these books. But what would be plus EV is the under of 4.5. All right, let's check the middling tool. So I do see some of these birdies or betters props. Got to look here. DraftKings set their line at 4.5 birdies or better. Underdog has set to 4.5. Denny McCarthy and Eric Cole both set to 4 on PrizePicks. Same thing with Nikolai Højgaard. So when we're looking at this, we're comparing the DFS app market, right? No sports books necessarily in this one. I know it's DraftKings, but it's their pick 6. They're kind of their pick'em platform. And we're just going based off of what the lines are set to, right? You have 2 DFS apps saying this should be set to 4.5 birdies or better. You have one that's at 4. If all 3 of them set their lines independently, right, it's probably safe to assume that the 2 books that set these lines independently agreeing is probably the correct projection. And there's a little bit of value on the over of 4 here on PrizePicks. So we could start off a slip with like Adam Scott over 4 birdies or better. We could start it off with Eric Cole, Denny McCarthy, Højgaard. See, and then here, I would say that Underdog is off on these guys, where it gets a little bit higher. So then we could build out maybe an Underdog slip. They're not going to let you put in multiple plays into the same one. PrizePicks free square now. Let's go. We're getting some momentum. We're getting some momentum. 100 people in here. Let's hit the like button. Let's try and get 50 likes. Try and get 50 likes. All right, so then I don't know how many birdies are better they're going to let us add. Who is it? Højgaard? One of them. Højgaard over 4. So this, I wonder if we can get these in without a payout shift. If we can find some more plays. Let me go back here. Sometimes it'll payout shift in a 2-man, but then it'll be fine for something higher. Rodon under 5.5 strikeouts. Drew Holiday under 1.5 turnovers. Holiday under 1.5 turnovers. Let's snag one of these fantasy scores here. Let's do. Cam Thomas is really off to DraftKings here. We have multiple data points saying he is at least a little bit off, at least 1 or more off. We could go. Let's go with Cam Thomas. Let's just do it. I just want to see if this payout shifts first in general. All right, so no, it's going to be a 10x payout. So we can get Adam Scott and Højgaard over 4 birdies or better. Rodon under, Drew Holiday under, Rodon under 5.5 strikeouts, Holiday under 1.5 turnovers, and then Cam Thomas under 35.5 fantasy score. What? It's a free square for It's a free square for UFC. Not often we see that on PrizePicks. Getting you guys the link in just a second. There you go. UFC 300. When is that? When is UFC 300? I went ahead and tossed a link into the chat, guys. For UFC 300, I feel like we've been hearing about it for like 6 months now. And I know it's an exciting thing. I know it's going to be an insane card. But 6 months? It's still in here. Maybe 6 months is an exaggeration, but I'm pretty excited. I am not a huge UFC fan. I watch like the bigger fights, and I got people around me, friends and family that really love the fights. So I'll watch with them if it's on a Saturday or we're hanging out or something like that. But I don't watch all the fight nights, and I don't tune in every time. I don't know every single fighter or anything like that. But it is going to be exciting. It is going to be exciting. Let's see, so that's this Saturday. Is that this Saturday? It's finally here. April 14th. This says Saturday, but it doesn't say April 14th. Okay, but does Gaethje... Okay, yeah, it's definitely... There's no fights this weekend, then, I'm assuming. They need to put a date on this. What are they doing here? No, this isn't UFC 300. This is probably for 2 weeks. These people fight this Saturday, I'm assuming. I might save that free square, to be honest with you. I might save that for a little bit. What I do want to look at, though, is sleeper, maybe. See what we got for sleeper. So we could go with Drew Holiday rebounds on sleeper. Where's Fliff at with this now, actually? I want to check that first. So their line must have moved a little bit. All right. Remember, if you guys don't have access to DGF just yet, you guys can get access linked in the description of the live stream, and start comparing lines and odds directly back to these sports books and finding these plays that we do here on the live stream, but at all times, right? We've been getting some good value all throughout the days lately. There's been, obviously with MLB back, it's nice. It's nice to have all of these sports and everything to be able to try and find value on. It's just more options, right? More options means more for these sports books, DFS apps to keep up, more available value, more props to choose from, equals more opportunity to profit when playing on these DFS apps. But look, we were able to get some good value already. This was the first play I had tweeted out today. Joe Ross under 5.5 Ks. I think he's now like minus 115, minus 130 or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Got some more here. This is kind of a little... You guys have heard me say that before. I don't need to go over that. Yeah, I did this kind of pissed me off. So yesterday I did talk about this play, I think on live stream after I tweeted it out. But this one was pretty nuts. So Blaze, we got plus money, plus 110 on ParlayPlay. Blaze Alexander, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, was minus 125, minus 125, and minus 135 across these sports books. So giving it a higher percent chance to hit than what Parlay was pricing it at, plus 110. So a very profitable play over the long term. And then this, ParlayPlay had a $10 protected promo. I just pulled the top 5 plays from the optimizer, and Jared Allen just wanted to go off with rebounds in the first half, cool down in the second half, just enough to get us 12 rebounds when we needed under 11.5. But it was protected play, so can't be too mad at that. TJ went off yesterday. Oh, this is kind of unfortunate too. The only slip I didn't tweet out yesterday or place here on live stream was the only slip that ended up cashing full. We had multiple 2x slips. That was fine, but yeah, only slip that went for 10x was this one here, which kind of sucks. That wasn't able to share it. So hopefully we get some bangers today. But yeah. This guy's handsome. Appreciate it. The gatekeeper, hello. Better has discounted props going on right now, too. What is going on? We're getting spoiled right now. No, I haven't ran the sleeper promo just yet. I do think I want to, and I know maybe you guys get annoyed with me saying this, but like, I want to make sure we're getting really good value, and I'm sure we're going to see something better than this. Minus 111 for Drew Holiday, over 4.5 rebounds, when the rest of the market is pretty close to minus 111. You know, hopefully we can find something a little bit better than that to get in with the promo. You know, so I don't want to rush it necessarily. We've cooled down as far as props here on PrizePicks. It's basically the same props that have been up here for a little while. So if you have the optimizer, you've probably already played them as well. Ooh, hang on. D'Angelo Russell, Jordan Poole, under 6 3-point combo made. I am already on the over 5.5. There is some value on the under of 6. If they landed at 6, it'd be worth it, but really there's not even anything to get in with this prop. That's not one of these more long shot plays. Better. Let's check out Better. Oh my god. Better, what happened? We've been having a lot of decent value on Better lately over the last 2-3 days, and then all of a sudden it's bare. It's bare. That's not good. We'll go back to the middling tool. We'll double check on Better and all these other apps as well here in just a second, where we can find the value for these promos. For now, let's look and see what we got here on the middling tool. Okay. So Garland on hot streak 7.5. There is some juice there. $9.5. Both in the same game. A lot of just heavily juiced props right now on hot streak that are off. Oh, wait, maybe we could try and build out something here on Underdog. What up, Todd? Reese, I was looking for Dabble. Right now, the best play on Dabble is Zach Edey, over 13.5 rebounds, but there's really nothing else to get in with it. So Underdog here, they're a little too aggressive on these wagons props, right? Morikawa, Matsuyama, Spieth, Homa. These are all some of the bigger guys, better guys. They have it priced at 5 birdies instead of 4 like some of those other. Instead of 4.5 like most of the field. But you see DraftKings Pick 6 also posted these lines at 4.5 as well as PrizePicks. Underdog has it at 5, so need 6 to actually beat you. So there is some value there to take the under a 5, although there is some push potential. But let's see. It's not going to let us stack people, but we can see if we can get off a slip with the optimizer as well. Any Fliff yet? There hasn't really been anything on Fliff at the moment. No, I mean, honestly, guys, we are looking a little dry at the moment. When I first got on, we had a bunch on PrizePicks. We took care of that. I could get on D'Angelo Russell, Jordan Poole, under 6 with like Porzingis over points and rebounds. I'm just torn because I am on the over 5.5. I don't really want to hedge, kind of hedge. Personally. I'm gonna hold off. Jade McDaniels. Somebody says, what's the DGF column over here? I mean, kind of, it's showing you like what the average odds basically are of these props. Whenever you have like these normal props, these are a lot of the fantasy scores, which you don't really need to pay attention to that. But like, it's showing you like the average of all of these. It's right around this minus 137. For like the normal props. Honestly, I think we might be cooked. Under Deezy. This is the pick 6 value at the moment. Not much value, but there is some plays there. Double check Fliff. Gonna go through one more time. Check sleeper, and then might just be a shorter stream. Drew Holiday minus 105. Like I'm assuming Drew Holiday over 4.5 rebounds is probably going to be a good prop, but I just can't bet it yet. Like once these come up a little bit higher, you know, these 3, hopefully they come up towards this like minus 130, minus 125 area. Probably be all right. But until then, I'm just going to wait. And there's nothing really on sleeper yet. I will try and tweet out my sleeper play, as well as any of these other apps. I'm going to hang on to my free square for now for PrizePicks. And then, yeah. If you guys want access to Daily Grind Fantasy, linked in the description of this live stream or this video, if you're watching it after the live stream, you guys can get access to all the tools here that you see: Fantasy Bundle, Correlation Tool, you know, the middling tool, Optimizer, and middling tool combined is what the Fantasy Bundle is. A really, really good value there to find these plus EV plays. But that is going to be it, guys. Love you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. I'm sorry there wasn't more value, but I don't want to keep you guys hanging and just BSing the whole time. So definitely follow me on Twitter at sportsbydustin. Follow at DG Fantasy on Twitter as well. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. See you in the next one. Peace.